Here, spider, spider, spider.
Turn Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until you're...
Traitor!
Lock the city gate.
You betrayed us!
Get on with
You
it!
should tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his High King. Best she know now, Advar.
You're all hard for him.
Rogver, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude. He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric
Liar.
challenged Torrig. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Very well, Rogver. Bow your head.
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Some gate guard you were!
Remember, we do not know much about this Malborn fellow you have to meet. We should be watchful.
He died well.
This place smells of coin and good taste. It reminds me a little of Cyrodiil here, a thin veneer of civility barely masking the dirty doings beneath. It is nice looking though. I am always here for you, my friend.
It shouldn't have been like this.
Good morning. Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
I'm thinking this is a nice inn. I've never tried winking at a skeever before. I usually just slay them on sight and save the subtle body language for the ladies. You give me best Okay, let us get back to it. I am here for you. I'm wondering if you should put some clothes on before we get thrown out. My father always said alcohol is not the answer, but it does make you forget the question. What's next?
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy?
Time.
Please.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside.
People do good, honest work here. And they smell like vegetables. You look very fancy, my friend.
I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
Ah, a fellow latecomer to Ellenwyn's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking. There's not enough drinking in the world today, wouldn't you agree? I will just rest.
Welcome to the Tholmor Embassy. Your invitation, please.
I don't look forward to the trip back down.
Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poisoned dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duties.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim, and you are?
This war won't last much longer. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's been some time since I've had news from elsewhere in Skyrim. What have you heard? I heard those
Yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the Arenthia Red?
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
The Grey Quarter in Windhelm is little better than a slum. It's shameful
What
that
can I get
the
for you?
Dark Elves are made to live
You made it
that
in.
way.
Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this
I've heard
day.
those mages up in Winterhold have been trying to figure out how many dragons there are in Skyrim. They seem to think it's at least a dozen, but I'm sure they're exaggerating. Excuse Orthis here. He so rarely gets back to civilization.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
Don't worry, Orthis.
Ah, pardon me, friend. I didn't see you standing there. Allow me to introduce myself. Rosalind, imports and exports by trade. Observer of human nature by avocation. You must be new around here. Bad manners to ask such a direct question at one of Ellenwood's little soirees. But I have nothing to hide. I'm in from the south on business. And if you want to do business in Tamriel these days, well, you'd better get used to cozying up to the Thalmor, like it or not.
I'll wager it was Ulfric himself that started the rumor. Maybe
My
he thought it would
friend,
force
you are very perceptive. I have a powerful thirst that cannot be slaked.
Very much.
And none of the waiters will bring me a drink. Ellenwyn must have told them to cut me off, a frigid bitch. Afraid I'll cause another scene, I suppose.
Better than a slum. It's shameful that the Dark Elves are made to live that way.
You speak truly. Have you heard any...
I need another drink.
The great...
Ready for this party to be over.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me. Wonderful. I can begin to repay your generosity immediately. Say on, friend.
This war won't last much longer.
Is that all? My friend, you've come to the right person. You could say that causing a scene is somewhat of a specialty of mine.
But lately it seems like
Stand back and behold my handiwork.
equal of your engraving. It's not really a fair comparison if you ask me.
Attention, everyone.
Your
Could I
work's
have
the
your
Skyforge.
attention, please?
How is any
I
smith
have an
going to compete
announcement
with that?
Let's go. Let's go. Before anyone notices us.
To Ellenwyn, our mistress.
What are you
I
doing?
speak figuratively, of course. Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed. Although, most of you are already in bed with her. But again, I speak figuratively, of course. Fine, fine.
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Who comes, Malburn? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zavani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up.
I can scarcely
Hurry it
feed
up.
the staff in my
Gotta get back.
palace.
Missed.
I've spent many